So in this video, I'm going to share with you why loneliness is just an idea and not a reality. So many of us get trapped in loneliness, this idea that we're alone on this planet, this idea that we're an individual. But we must understand that that idea has only come forward from the idea that we are this body. From us thinking that we are physical bodies, we then think we are alone on this journey. If we don't learn to tap back into our heart, literally, by sitting still and accessing it, then we won't ever understand our connectedness with all of existence. Because in those moments of deep compassion, in those moments of deep love, in just freedom of opening yourself up without worry, in those brief moments that some of us have been fortunate enough to experience, we'll notice that there is no boundary between who we are and what we are experiencing, who we are in life itself. It's just like one breeze, no individuality in that breeze, just a breeze of life flowing, or like a river. I always use the river analogy or metaphor because it is like a river, and we're drops in that river having our own experience of being the entire river. We're having our own experience within our little drop. And so we think we're the drop. We think we're this body. In the same way, it would be like thinking you're a car. You use your car to get yourself around, but eventually you have to step out of the car and realize that I'm not this car. But if you thought you were the car, you'd stay in the car for your entire life and you would suffer what the car suffers. So when it's low on gas, when it needs an oil change, when it gets a little scratch or dent, you would suffer it as if it was you. But you're not the car. In the same way, you're not this body. And so when it comes to loneliness, it's only coming forward from the idea of individuality. But we're not individuals. We're having an experience of it now. That's what makes this so beautiful. But eventually we have to drop it and go back. And so if we can spend some time every day by sitting in stillness, which I know is scary for many of us, but if we can spend some time every day sitting in stillness and paying attention to our hearts, just literally paying attention to it, then eventually, something will open up within us that we could never have imagined, that will connect us with our true nature, which is beyond this body. And if you'd like some help with that or some support with that, this week I'm starting our free weekly 12-week awakening series, which will be free live calls through Zoom, which you can sign up to the link in our bio or the link below this video. And you can join us every week, every Thursday. We might move them to Sunday depending on the demand. But if you'd like to have some more in-depth discussions about these kind of things and learning that you're not this body and you can know it, like you can really know it. And the big thing that, stands in people's way of knowing their true nature is sincerity and the actual desire to do the work to figure it out. Because I'm telling you right now from inner experience that if you can learn to just sit still every day, which takes time, it takes daily work. If you can do that though, loneliness will never touch you. Anxiety will never touch you. Fear will never touch you. They might rise up, but you'll recognize that they're just ripples. You're the ocean. You don't need to get dragged into a ripple and make it a big wave and then a tsunami. You can just observe it, let it rise and fall, and you remain. That is a real thing that you can experience. But it takes work. It doesn't just take sitting there and thinking that you're a soul or thinking that this God did this or that God is here or doing. No. Come here, sit, be at ease right now in this moment, and you'll know. You really will. But it takes work, takes effort. And again, if you'd like some support, join our 12-week awakening series. It might just be me at the beginning, but slowly, hopefully, people begin to trickle in who really want to change their lives, who really want to know what it's like to live at ease, to step out of loneliness and into reality. Because loneliness is a bubble of thought and emotion. It's a thought that we then jump into and then energize with negative emotion. So we're like walking around with a black cloud around us. That's why a lot of us, I really feel, when we're stuck in that feeling of loneliness and depression and things like that, it just compounds. And it's very hard for people to break through that cloud and reach into us. Because on a very subconscious level, they're picking up that this person is just a dark cloud around them of separation. Even though they might want to try and help you, it's very difficult when you're continuing to generate negativity that then just hovers around you like a cloud. And again, on a subconscious level, people will pick that up. And people will recognize, oh, this guy or this girl, like something about them, I just don't feel like talking to them or being around them. But it's all self-generated. And so if we can begin to recognize that with loneliness, we might begin to recognize that all of this is self-generated. Your very experience watching me on your phone or computer or whatever is self-generated. It's just you in here having this experience. But if we don't turn our attention back on its source, if we don't turn our attention back within from where it came, then we will struggle immensely in this life and struggle with things like anxiety, stress, loneliness, which are just temporary flare-ups that we don't need to get dragged into. And if you'd like to learn how to not get dragged into it, meditate every day. Just sit in stillness. And if you'd like some more help with that, join our free 12-week awakening series. And if you'd like even more help with that, like one-on-one help, then join our community, our $15 a month community. And I will give you some free one-on-one, or not free, but in the community, one-on-one help. Plus we have meditations, courses, things like that to help as well. All right? But again, guys, if you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with loneliness, please know that it is self-generated and not a reality, because you are not this body at the end of the day. When it's time to leave, when it's time to die, you can't take it with you. So you are not it. You are something deeper than that. You are something that is like sunlight, just shining on everything. But if you become too identified with your own strand of light, then you'll suffer immensely. All right, everyone, again, check out the links below if you're interested in some more in-depth looks into this, into making it a reality in your life. And I'll see you in the next video.